Tmatj, episode 6.
Hello.
Back in business. What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in again. The Moose and the Juice. Back. Episode 6 already. I feel like we've only been doing this like 2 weeks.
It feels like it's been like a year, but also like 3 days. It's like a mixture of both. Like I feel like we have been doing this for a long time, but at the same time, it's so new. It's so fresh. I don't know. It's like a mixture of both.
New and fresh, like my fucking get-up.
Me too, kind of. This is kind of a new shirt.
What is that?
Dude, it's the Nike shirt.
Is that brand new?
Swoosh. Yeah, fairly new.
Have you washed it yet?
No. Why?
When you wash this, it's just going to go...
No, it's not that bad. I know what you're saying.
I've brought...
It's the exact same as that.
No, it's not.
Feel it.
That's plastic.
Dude, feel it. That is the same.
No, it's not. This is
that
legit
is the same
from
material.
the fucking New Era store that just opened up
from
next to my
legit
store.
Nike store.
Huh?
This is real. It's not
no,
fake.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
Shut up.
These are both
When's the last time you brought anything real?
Today. Yesterday.
That's not real.
Dude,
if that's real, you just got ripped off.
Dude, that is 100% real.
That someone has ironed on plastic.
He's talking shit because this and that feel the exact same.
It doesn't. It doesn't feel anything. It's a completely different material.
Touch it again.
Look how slimy and like plasticky, like a plastic bag. That's like a nice material.
Okay, I'm touching the mic with this. It's exact same. Exact same.
You're full of shit.
He's a little jealous. He's a little jealous that he can't wear Nike because, check marks.
They only make little girl sizes in China.
Kind of, I guess. But yeah, did we just start the podcast off you talking shit again?
Well, it's fucking too easy, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, New Era store just opened up around the corner in a new mall. Found it yesterday. Super happy. They actually got clothes that fit me. Hats, new hat. I like it. It's fresh. In fact, I posted this on fucking Wechat. The first comment was just like some Indian guy just saying John Cena. And I was like, fuck you, man.
Dude, you gotta do.
It's not the first time I've heard that, but
That's
I don't
funny.
look anything like John Cena.
Dude.
At all. He's like twice the size of me for one.
Dude.
He's a big fucking jacked dude.
Not really. He's like 6'1". He's not that big.
Well, he's only an inch taller, but he's big as fuck.
I think that's one of those things that I don't think you see it as much as everyone else sees it.
I think
if
I stood next to John Cena, you'd be like, oh, there's the difference.
Of course, but like you still look like
John
him.
Cena's huge. Aaron's slightly better looking, but John Cena is huge.
You've seen him lately with his hair?
No.
He doesn't even look like the same person.
What did he do to it?
He's like straight. Like he's always had that shaved soldier.
Jarhead.
Yeah, jarhead look. Now he has like silky smooth like hair.
Oh really?
Yeah,
does it suit him?
It looks fake as fuck, but it's his real hair because you don't really think of John Cena.
Is it a good look?
Dude, that's something to pull up because I guarantee it will shock you.
I actually want to see it. Let's go straight into pulling stuff up.
Yeah.
But you can talk nice things about my new clothes for a minute.
Yeah. Ooh. Actually, no, I don't because I want to make fun of your new clothes and I'll explain why in a second. But I want you to pull up this John Cena thing first because it was shocking to me. I think he uploaded something to his Instagram and all the comments were like, you got a hair transplant, you got fake hair. And he's like, I just grew my hair out for the first time in 30 years. That's all it was. But yeah.
One post? Yeah.
Well, that's not the real. Do you think the real John Cena is 8 followers? Don't think so. It's more like the real Aaron Burke. Oh, but
John Cena, here we go.
It's probably not him either. What?
Are you sure?
11.2 million followers.
These images will be posted. I should probably bring this up so people
What?
can see what we're seeing.
What? That's kind of weird. So maybe it was his Twitter or something. But just Google it. You can just Google John Cena hair.
This is his, right?
Yeah, but did you see his post? He's like, these images will be uploaded for your interpretation with no context.
Really?
So all this
he's
stuff
an
to him
Instagram
probably
weirdo.
means something, but we actually don't know what it is. But yeah, there's none with his hair.
What a weird profile. I've never ever seen an Instagram profile
That's
like
kinda
this
cool,
from a celebrity.
Yeah, so you
Who
can
would
just kind of
usually
interpret
just post pictures of themselves with other celebrities and shit,
Yeah, look at my life.
So yeah, that's actually different. Do you know
Yeah,
what?
that is
Fair
kinda
play.
cool.
Shout out to John Cena.
For
Shout
sure.
out to my twin brother John Cena.
But yeah,
By the way, if you need a double in your movies, you know who to call.
Well, you're the one that's saying you don't see it, but like...
Well, if other people think so, then you know,
Yeah.
who am I to disagree?
We'll just Google it.
Google it?
Just Google John Cena hair, because I want you to see it before we get off this. But yeah, you definitely...
Can you type it in?
I think you look more like John Cena than you realize. But I wish I had a celebrity like that. If you can think of someone who I look like that's like famous or from a TV show or something, please, because I can't find one.
You look like Justin Bieber and Chewbacca had a love child.
See, that's just a joke. Could you actually like get one? And a bad joke,
Justin
by the way.
Cena. What's fucking Justin Bieber? Yeah, Chewbina.
Dude, what the fuck's with your computer?
Is it not working properly?
Dude, it's so slow. And
oh no,
don't
move
work.
it closer to that fucking thing. I think it's the little Bluetooth receiver.
This is a really
it's all
shitty
wireless.
start to this podcast. I'm sorry.
This is not good. But yeah, guys. So episode 6. Thanks again for following, subscribing, and all this. Excuse this unprofessional stuff we're doing right now.
Like even
we just
like
really
want to
look at John Cena's hair. Just click on images, see what comes up.
Click, yeah, with no mouse. But yeah, even at the beginning, I was like talking to you with no mic in front of me.
Oh, fuck, this is annoying.
Yeah. We're just clicking shit, bro. We're just hitting our mics around. Look at his...
Oh, like this?
Yeah, look at it. But I seen him in like a suit and he had it like straightened. Like it was really weird. Doesn't that not look like John Cena?
That looks weird. It looks like a mixture between John Cena and Kevin Bacon.
Dude, yeah, it's like Kevin Bacon found
Kevin
TRT.
Cena.
Kevin Cena.
John Bacon.
John.
Wow. Yeah, that's not a good look for him.
Dude, but like he was wearing
a
nice suit.
He doesn't look nearly as bad, especially grinning and smiling like that. Like if I was to walk into a ring to fight someone and he was stood there like smiling like that, I'd be like, wow, this is going to be a walk in the park.
He just looks a little older with it. I don't know. Maybe it's just growing up. Who knows? Like, that doesn't look that bad because it's all messed up. But I saw it like slicked back. You know what I mean? Like wet, like the wet look.
That just looks better.
Did you
Jacked
look like
as fuck.
You look like an ugly
Jawhead.
John Cena. You really do. If you could go as John Cena for Halloween, get some ugly ass denim shorts and some armbands, you could go as John Cena. Legit. Actually, hide your tattoo maybe, because he clearly doesn't have any.
You can't see me.
John Cena can't see me, baby.
Is that what he does?
Yeah, for sure. What was his move?
Don't know.
I forget. Yeah, he used to be a legend. Kurt Angle, fucking no neck. You know, Kurt Angle fought in the Olympics with a broken neck. Still won gold. Isn't that crazy? Like, how could you do anything with a broken neck, let alone win a gold medal in wrestling? You know, like, that's fucked.
Yeah, that's mental.
Yeah.
With a broken neck?
With a legitimately broken neck. Like, doctors like, I don't know how you're walking, but you just won the gold medal. So it's like, you know, here's some
He
painkillers.
injected all of the Picos into his neck that day.
I don't know what happened.
No
That's
idea.
ridiculous, actually, to think about.
He's got some stem cell shit going on or something.
Yeah, if you've seen him now, he doesn't look too good. All the old wrestlers now.
Well,
like
it's
John
not
Cena,
the easiest of life, is it? Like, do you know what I mean? If you're a professional, all right, it's all fake as shit. That's not saying that it is not hard on the body because they slam themselves around. That's not full contact in the way of you're legit getting hit and punched, but full contact in you fucking pretty much just a ragdoll in a fucking ring.
Yeah, and there's a lot of rehearsal. So it's not like, oh, he just got picked up and thrown once. No, he did that 9 times.
Don't they do a lot of like whispering in each other's ears in those clinches? They're like, I'm about to
sure.
do this for you, so they can kind of set each other up.
Yeah, well, no, it's like,
but
it's
still,
like a play. It's rehearsed
either
before.
way, if you land like a fucking hurricane, a flip off a top rope from 7 feet, even onto a springy...
Even if you do it properly, it hurts. But sometimes they just don't. They're sweating.
They're just tired. They're just doing it for the entertainment. Like, yeah, I imagine there's injuries, legit injuries.
Dude,
yeah, all right. It's
sure.
not like the UFC where there's, you know,
it's fake as fuck. But like, yeah,
it's fake. I don't enjoy watching it very much.
Like, I just meant like the roids though. Just like doing like roids for like 30 years, probably not the most efficient way. And then like throwing your bodies around, plus your body's getting older. All that combined. Probably.
I imagine as far as the pharmaceuticals go, they are probably... they have teams of people that are making sure that they're doing it in the safest possible way.
But in 1985,
back in the fucking days,
you know.
they would just inject all the picos and just look good.
Dude, it wasn't even picos back then. They had a whole new word for it. It was like truckloads. It was just a big amount.
They were just eating fucking roid bars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, yeah, I guess the guys that have retired now, they don't look great.
No.
But I imagine
Other
this
than John
generation... Well, he's not exactly old, is he? What's John Cena?
He's
40
definitely 45.
45?
Yeah, I'd say he's I think he would surprise you. I think he could be 48 and you'd be like, whoa.
I would have said 40.
Hey, did you ever hear, who was it? It was like Matt Serra's dad or someone. Someone was on the plane, like on a plane, and he's like, he came on. I think it was like Joey Diaz's uncle or something. It was I don't know, forget. It was some celebrity saw this big jack guy, and then he was talking to like Joey Diaz or Matt Serra, the guy that's famous. Like, you never guess what I saw. This huge jack guy for an 8-hour plane ride was just not reading a book, not learning anything, just playing Candy Crush for 8 hours, and then they found out it was John Cena.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Isn't that hilarious?
Because I really thought he would be one of those like guys.
He might be, but
he's kind of like in his movie roles, which I think he's actually a really good actor. He's quite
is.
funny, but he plays a bit of a dumbass in most of them.
Yeah, but
and
I was hoping he was really smart.
Yeah, I was hoping in real life he was.
He might be. That's just one story, but how funny would that be though?
I don't know, bro. Like if you can play Candy Crush for 8 hours, that's all the stimulation your brain needs for 8 hours. You're not a smart guy.
I can't play Candy Crush for 30 seconds.
Fuck
like the people that like those type of games.
Downloading that I would feel stupider if I just downloading that game would make me feel a little bad about myself. Thinking, oh wow,
download a
my
geography game, learn some countries. Legitimately,
well,
it's not that
just
hard.
Anything that takes a bit more thought than matching up fucking what is it? Candy, I guess.
Candy Crush. There's 1,000 different versions of it. It's just like when you like press the the pink ones are together, ping, and then a bunch of music and the candy explodes.
It's all of these things as well are just like crazy spin-offs of Tetris, right? Pretty much.
To an extent, yeah.
Is it just match shit and it disappears? Yeah, is that not it?
Yeah, but it's kind of different. Like, Tetris is actually an OG.
That probably takes
I'll play
more
Tetris
brain power.
Today. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like these people just spend way too much time just staring into a phone playing games, especially here. Mm-hmm. Fuck my life. Jesus Christ.
I play my fair share of poker. Probably not the best idea. It's not even real money on my phone. Probably play that too much, but I feel like it like trains me for like our poker games. You know what I mean? Like kind of does. It's not the most efficient. Hey,
you won for the first time.
I am the most
let me
winningest
rephrase that.
player by far, by the way.
No, let me rephrase that because you're not.
I am. No. Have you made over 4?
Yeah.
No, you have not.
So
you haven't even played enough.
This is the first time we've played poker where you've walked away with more than me at the end of the night.
I disagree 100%.
No, the only other time is Nick the prick, who was basically just gave you money.
Yeah, but I could say that about the first time you played. You came and played. They gave you money. Craig was going all in.
Craig gave me money
but that's what I'm saying.
But I still took everyone else out.
Okay, I think I lost 50 quid that night. I didn't even go out 100%.
Yeah, well,
you know what I mean. But it's not my fault.
The way I figured it out is I've never ever lost money while playing poker in China.
Well, don't worry.
Winner.
See,
chicken,
I've lost
dinner.
money, but I've won way more. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's been times where you just have to. Like, I'm not gonna be pussy. Like, you have to call that.
But you're still technically more of a loser than me.
That's not true.
You've lost more than me.
I think he's just mad that I won all the money last night. That was 2 nights ago. But yeah, it was still fun. I actually enjoy poker a lot. A lot of people don't think poker, it's all luck. It's like, that's just not true. Like, that just shows you're uneducated on it, Same thing with blackjack. It's more luck, but there is more to it. If you look at anything deeper, it's like weightlifting. Yeah, it's not just picking stuff up and putting it down. There is more to it. My headset's falling off. Fuck this shit. But yeah, there's always more to it.
But yeah, I like poker. It's fun every now and then.
It is fun. It's fun to shoot the shit with the boys.
I just happen to be really good at it as well, which helps.
I don't know if that's true. Yeah, I don't know if that's true.
It's definitely true. But phone games, though, people spend way too much time on their fucking phones here, man. Like, me and Andrew will go out for dinner. And
you see couples,
just couples everywhere, and they're just on their phones playing games, or they'll be playing games against each other.
Well, that actually might be fun.
Well, how about just maybe talk?
Yeah, but if that couple's enjoying a game, I would love to play games with Arena.
Fair, that's probably very rare that they're playing together.
Hey, if Arena would like, hey, do you want to have a game of chess? Hey, do you want to? Fuck yeah. I'm a gamer at heart.
You can sit down there and talk, but these guys, they sit in silence for hours and just eat. And just game.
But that just shows, like...
To me, it's sad. I just think the social skills are just going away now. They're just not... But I guess here as well, there's a whole different thing about relationships. It's not a normal Most relationships here aren't normal. They're like kind of arranged and forced.
Yeah, it's for
like most of them don't
reasons.
even really like each other.
I think it starts off...
It's for security, and it's just a traditional thing. It's nothing, whatever. It's their culture, their tradition, but those things are dying out, thankfully.
That must be good for someone like Andrea, though. Like, she kind of is one of those people that are breaking the mold, in a sense.
Hell
where,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Her generation...
But they're still in her generation, though.
Oh, yeah.
I know some personally that got married at 20, and they're like 25, and they're just like...
desperate for kids.
They're
so don't you want to go on
miserable.
have you ever been outside of your city? No.
Have you ever been outside of your community once? Like, legitimately, I went down the road one time.
Yeah.
It's
that's
not
the
that
thing.
nice.
But they just don't know any better. So I'm glad that this generation has a lot more people breaking the mold a little bit more. But as well as like gaming and phone gaming, like I think people are being a bit more socially interactive now. I think in the West, people are getting worse. There's probably more and more people spending too much time on their phone, whereas in China, people are maybe trying to put down the phone a bit more because
I don't know if that's true. Do you think so?
From what I see, like from my point of view, but then I probably am not seeing.
Yeah, I think it's getting worse.
It's hard to say here in this country because there are just so many people. What if you see a group of 100 people doing something? It's easy to assume that that's what everyone's doing. Because if you see 100 people doing the same thing in America or the UK or Canada, it's more than likely that's a trend and that's what a lot of people do. Whereas here, there are just so many fucking people and there are so many different trends and so many different things going on. You can never pinpoint one thing that everyone's doing.
I agree. I know what you're saying, but I think the phone one is one of the ones you probably can. Because I see like broke... garbage men, like no disrespect, like really, really poor people
with
eating very poor
phone.
Person food, not even having a home, haven't showered in weeks, and they have like a smartphone playing Candy Crush. Like legitimately,
everyone,
like you see it all the time. So I think it is like
well, I think that's down to like in China, everything's done with your phone, right? You pay for stuff with your phone. Everything.
It's only gonna get worse.
Every bill, everything you do in day-to-day life, you can do via Wechat or Alipay, these two apps that have just taken over the whole of China. Super convenient, really, really good apps. And if you can if you know your way around them, they're amazing. Like in England and in the West, we have like the Apple Store and the Play Store, right? And they're full of lots of different apps for different things. Whereas in China, everything is under one umbrella. Two. Under Alipay and Wechat, mostly Wechat. And all the apps that they download here are apps within one app, Wechat. It's not separate apps. You can download separate apps, but most of them all are under that same umbrella. So it's really...
You can get your basics for sure.
Everything. Like you have no idea about how deep Wechat goes.
I think
until you start doing business, until you start doing business online in China, and you start figuring out.
I watched a cool YouTube video on it. It's like 35 things WeChat can do you didn't know about, and I was like, what the fuck?
You tried 3,000 things.
It just blew my mind. But like just. I think the convenience thing is huge. Like from paying your heat to water to phone, your internet,
just click of a button.
Everything. And your
phones
rent.
Here scan your fingerprints, so it's just done instantly.
Yeah, it is actually really, really nice. But it's like anything, people abuse it, man.
They just people do abuse it, but that's how people market.
Like I hate people who like you get mad at me a little bit for this sometimes, but like I just don't go on my phone that much. I definitely have my fair share of YouTube and like poker on my phone and stuff, but I just I try to get off it as much as I can because
I'm not even
you'll never see me at supper.
This conversation because you fucking drive me nuts.
But do you ever see me on my phone when we're together ever?
That's because we can talk to each other.
No, but that's what there's other people that are, you know what I mean? It's not like I've never saw a message from you and like, fuck Aaron. Like, I'm not answering you.
I don't believe that. I reckon you see
Wanna bet?
messages all the time and you're like,
Dude, I will bet
later.
our
I'm playing Call of
friendship
Duty.
on it. I haven't played Call of Duty in months, and I'm upset about it.
You need to work on your communication.
I just don't like being on my phone. If I'm out to supper with Arena, I'm never on my phone.
How about this? If you don't answer my phone calls or my messages that are important quicker,
well, I consider
this
them
is
all
finished.
important.
I'll do this on my own.
Nice try.
Because it's doing my fucking head in.
Well, you can always try. We can put the gloves on and fight for it.
Oh God, I'm actually inside. I'm trying to stay cool and happy because we're on camera. But I really want to beat him up right now.
He can always, like, in Aaron's mind, he thinks he can beat up like every UFC fighter as well. Like, he thinks if like John Jones walked through the door, he would just incinerate him.
No, that's not true. I would hold my own.
We've had that conversation before. If John Jones walked in the room, I would, and then you continue with your combos, leg kick.
Yeah, I'd hold my own. I'd give him a fucking good run for his money. He wouldn't expect it. There are a lot of fighters on that light heavyweight and heavyweight roster.
How much do you weigh right now?
I would beat.
How much do you weigh?
Hands down beat. Right now?
Yeah.
About 245.
You couldn't cut down to 205.
Oh, yeah, I definitely could.
But you'd lose a lot of size. But
I'd
you
lose
wouldn't
a lot.
want
Of course
to.
you would.
But you wouldn't do it, is what I'm saying.
Well, I could.
But all your hard work would be gone.
Yes, I wouldn't need to. I'd much prefer to fight her. If I was
You'd
ever
be a
going to be a
small
professional
heavyweight,
fighter, I would just I would fight at my comfortable weight, which would be a heavyweight.
But then you'd have to get even bigger.
No, I'd just be a small heavyweight.
But even DC's like 6'2".
Ever heard of a guy called?
He's a small heavyweight.
Ever heard of a guy called Michael Tyson?
That's a different game.
No,
Boxing and
it's
MMA are different games.
A fight game.
Wrestling, bro. Size matter. Size doesn't matter in boxing nearly as much. Look at fucking Floyd. Floyd was a smaller guy in half his fights.
I disagree.
Dude, you did wrestling, right? Didn't you say you did wrestling?
No, I did a bit of jiu-jitsu.
Well, like, in wrestling, size, that's the only reason people weight cut. The only reason people kill themselves just to make a certain weight is because they want to have a size advantage because of wrestling. It's not because they feel like they're just so much stronger with their punches. I'm sure that helps. Your chin's better when you're bigger and stuff, but it comes down to wrestling, 100%. So, like,
I think I could break the mold if I got offered a contract into the UFC.
Saying? He just thinks like
6 foot, 245. I'd fucking whoop ass,
dude. And then you'd, bro. I would love to see you
And then
fight.
in my very first post-fight interview, after I've just beaten the shit out of anyone,
some guy in China, some little guy, I fucking knew it. I want to thank
someone in
Mom.
the top 5 for sure. First fight.
Could you imagine?
And
From
my post-fight interview would be like, how do you feel? You've just come from nowhere, and you've just beaten one of the greatest fighters, heavyweight fighters in mixed martial arts history. How do you feel right now? Like, tell us what your thoughts are. And I would just look at the camera and go, "Fuck you, Travis." Drop the mic.
Wow, dude, that'd actually be really, really awesome. The fact that in your moment, your greatest moment in your life, you still think of me.
I would legit train as hard as fuck to fight.
Dude, that makes my heart warm.
For a year, and
just for me.
Just to spite you.
Dude, if I did that, I would not mention you. Unless you train me. Unless you help me.
Such an asshole. You don't even answer your phone. That doesn't surprise me at all.
Dude, if I was an MMA fighter,
you're the last person. Like when you get like a new passport or something or anything where you need to put down an emergency contact. Like, you're the last person anyone would choose. That's how. That's how. No, Irina, she would pick me over you for sure. She calls me and texts me so many times saying, "Hey, do you know where Travis is? Where's Travis?"
Why?
And I'm like, he's probably like 6 feet
away
from me,
hiding. Why would she ever text
hiding.
you? She maybe did that one time because I told her I was with you.
No, bro. You have no
idea.
The
only time she would ever text you
so
about
unreliable.
me is when I'm with you.
You're the most unreliable person I know.
See,
and usually in a normal if someone was that unreliable, I would just write you off. I'd just be like, I'm just not going to be friends with you.
You say unreliable, but that is not true. It's just I don't go on my phone. Hey, if I ever say, hey man, I owe you 100 kwai, and I never gave it to you, or hey man, I'll pick you up at the airport and I didn't pick you up. No, I just don't go on my phone.
Your last payment to me was a week late.
What do you mean?
You were supposed to have come here on a Tuesday, but you were fucking doing something.
Oh,
you were
moving apartments.
But you could have sent me the money. You didn't. You waited another week.
Dude, you said it was okay.
I didn't say anything about the money. That's because that's the friends I am. I never mention money.
Dude, if you ever needed the money.
You know those podcasts that, like, with the first maybe episode 3 or 4 that you just like didn't show up to, and your excuse was like, I just feel shit, man.
Dude, you're right.
Like,
the first one, for sure.
if you feel sick or you just don't feel good, or you just don't want to do something, like, you would just send a message and just be like, yo, like, I'm not feeling it. I'm not going to be there today, man. Or would you just leave your buddy hanging for the whole day, wandering, and just not say anything?
I texted you
That's
like 1:30.
the kind of fucking person you are.
Dude, I woke up at 1:20
asshole.
and texted you at 1:30.
You're the worst. You're the fucking worst.
That was like 2 months ago.
Dude, you're the worst. I will never forget it either. I don't care how long ago.
He's so buttered. I ate a duck neck for that too.
I worked so hard for this shit, and this motherfucker.
Dude, I'm sorry. I guess he's still a little sensitive about something that happened a long time ago.
I'm really angry all the time at you most of the time.
Well, yeah, dude. Like, when you say unreliable, like, it's not. It's like the
last
actual
person
words
on the
mean,
last person on the emergency contacts list. Put it that
man,
way.
I live in the moment. A lot of people like to live through a lens, you know.
Oh God,
Dude, it's
what's
true.
that thing people say, YOLO or something like that?
That's a Drake thing.
Just some bullshit things people say when they're just lazy.
So I'm more lazy.
It's just excuses for just excuses for.
So
just
wait, no.
lame.
I want to dive deep on this. So, like, I'm lazy by not going on my phone. I'm so lazy I don't want to go on my phone.
Yeah, you're lazy.
That doesn't make any sense.
You can't be bothered
lazy
to answer.
people make excuses and just go on their phone and not do what they're
Communication
supposed to do.
is necessary, bro.
See, you think it's more necessary than I do. You think that your eyes should be glued down way more.
No. I think you should just reply to your friends' messages if you're in business with them.
I guess, but like
I guess, but
I answer them when I'm on my phone, bro. I'm not gonna check my phone every 10 minutes like everyone else. Just not who I am, and I'll be this way to the day I die. Like when we travel. Like when we go through China and stuff like that, everyone pulls out their phone, taking pictures. Like, I'm gonna get your pictures. I'm not doing it. You know, I had a GoPro. I did that for a little bit, trying to like document stuff, and it was one of the worst trips ever. Like Reed was like, "Man, I'm glad you're doing this, but I could never do that." And I had not a fun time in Seoul because I was too busy trying to get the right angle, and it wasn't fun.
I can't do it. I think people do that as like a job. Like,
what do you mean?
If you're gonna do like travel vlogging, like if you're not really,
but that's what I was thinking of doing.
Enjoying the holiday, like I can see, like when you watch the videos, how appealing that would be.
But it's not fun to do.
You're not going to enjoy that holiday because the whole time I've got to walk up the street 3 times from different angles to make sure the scene I have in my head is going to look right.
Especially with a group of people.
Yeah, well,
oh
fuck
my
that.
God,
for a videographer, like I get it. Like that's your job, but I don't think they enjoy those holidays nearly as much as what.
There's no way
people think, because in the videos you think, wow, look, this looks like such an amazing time.
Even like vloggers and stuff.
They're walking around with fucking gizmo gods. What do you call those fucking gyro cameras and
gimbals
and the gimbals and this angle and that angle and can you do that again? Guys, can you just come back here and slow motion flick your hair out of the water as you come up from the fucking sand,
I know
over
saying,
and over.
That's
like,
what you pick.
I imagine.
Wait, did you say flick your hair coming out of the sand? So he said.
What, you get what I mean? You know that same scene that you've seen in every travel video about Philippines ever. Yeah. And I get it.
Sand killed me.
I get it because they look good. The videos look great, but I wouldn't do it because when I go on holiday, I like to enjoy my holiday. That's not. I love taking pictures,
dude. You actually do take a lot still.
Yeah, I love taking pictures. I do. I see something and I'm like, wow, that looks amazing. Done. Phone away. Carry on enjoying my day.
I get you.
That's it. That takes a few seconds. It doesn't take anything away from.
I know
what
you're saying.
So yeah, I definitely like to like share my experiences, take pictures, the odd Instagram story update thing like that, something like that.
Well,
but
that's
not to the point where I'm not focused on the holiday. And like, I don't know, man, like that whole, did the same thing. I took my like DJI Osmo thing with me one time, about half an hour. I was like, fuck this.
I just tried,
I'm just not even looking where I'm going and stuff, or just like looking around. I'm missing everything. And I like to just stroll around and look at nice shit. But when you're holding a camera and you got to check your camera to make sure I can't be asked with it. But I think if you do that, that's a job. I think there's lots of people which did what you did and thought, oh, I want to be a travel vlogger. I'm going to try it. And then
I just got a bunch of messages like, hey, you should do it. Your pictures and stuff are so amazing. Why don't you try that? I was like, yeah, I'll try it. And then it was terrible. Like, I don't mean this to be like cocky or, you know, like I'm too full of myself. But I feel like I'm someone that should be on camera, not behind the camera. Because, like, I'm not just, like, I want to talk. Like, I don't want to just sit there and get the right angle. Because I'd always record, like when I was in Seoul, it was like Reed, Ian, Sash, like our little crew went to Seoul one time, and I just got a Yi camera, which is Yi's a company in China, just like GoPro, but some of the specs are even better, some are a little worse, but super expensive, really nice camera, had a gimbal, everything, and I would just like record them like walking and like, telling stories and all this stuff, and the footage looks great. Actually, you know, it looks really good. Never did anything with it because like it was just such a pain in the ass to do. Like it was probably the least amount of fun I had traveling since I started traveling. And then my most recent trip to Bali was the opposite. Was on my phone like only in the hostel at nighttime to get caught up on UFC stuff and like that kind of, and talk to Arena and things like that. Best trip I've ever had. You know, like Holden didn't even bring his phone, bro. Like Holden's like, I left my phone in China. Didn't have a phone the whole time, which you do need a phone for, like, you know, the book hostels and stuff. So he needed us for that, but he felt so free. He didn't know if his fucking dog died. He didn't know if he got an email from the insurance company. He knows this much money. He was just living his life, which was really freeing, actually. It was one of the best trips I've ever had. So it just kind of shows.
I could do that if I didn't have a fucking business that was on my phone.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, that is true.
So that is
the
really,
frustrating
really
thing.
That takes up a lot of my time. To the
and having a girlfriend, too.
I hate using my phone. It's really annoying.
Yeah.
Like, but I've got to do it if I want to fucking be successful in the things I've chosen to do. It's part of
Sacrifice.
It. But, you know, with that comes good things as well. There's a lot of benefits. But as far as the whole vlogging thing and travel vlogging, I think there's probably thousands of people that have done exactly the same as you.
True.
And they've gone, I'm going to go on holiday. This holiday is going to be perfect for vlogging. This is going to be great. And they do that. Hour later, they're like, fuck this noise. Yeah. Or they film it all and think, wow, what a waste of a holiday.
I just felt like it was just like everything else.
And then you've got to sit there for a week and edit it. And who's got the time to do that?
I think vlogging would have been more up my alley, but I could never be that guy holding the camera, like vlogging. But like, because like everyone, you can go on YouTube and find footage of the Philippines, just like that I shot. You know, some better, some worse. But it's like me. That's what is going to make this different. It's like our podcast. There's 1,000 podcasts. But like, we're the ones that make this one different. Do you know what I mean? So like, what I was doing was just behind the camera stuff, and I felt like I was bored. I felt like other people were like having fun, and I was just watching them have fun. Like, I made them look so much better. Like, I made the angles look so cool than like them just standing around smoking outside of a restaurant. I made it look fucking cool, you know, even though they're just smoking outside of a restaurant.
No, I agree. I don't want to be on the boring side of the camera. It's one of them. Like, it's the fitness thing. I was going to start doing those like gym vlogs, and I was like, yeah, it's a good idea. It's easy to do. You're in one place, but the time it takes to set up the cameras, and
you still do it a lot more than, you know. Like I think when I see that,
but I'll lean my phone up every now and then.
And like just hit record.
And just hit record and crack on. But as far as like getting like moving shots and good angles and moving the camera around,
you can't get a good workout
sets,
in.
it's just too much fucking time. It took me, I was in the gym for like 3 hours. Fuck that. So if I'm going to do that, then I'm just going to pay someone to film it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be like, look, just
you'd
turn
be a
up
fan of Sensor, bro.
it.
Like, there's a guy named Doug Sensor. Do you know that he's a big Call of Duty gamer. Ripped, huge dude. The opposite of like this, like we talked about earlier. Opposite of the stereotype. Just in great shape, just a gym head. But he's like a professional gamer. He was dating that. Do you know that Mexican weather girl with the huge butt? You probably seen her all like.
Yeah, I know the one you mean.
Yeah, so he was dating her. Yeah, so like he just sent her a message on like Twitter, being like, "Hey, really like your weather girl skills." I don't know. He said something, right? Then she like hit him up back. Ended up like started private messaging. Flew to Mexico, didn't speak any Spanish, spoke no English. They dated for like 3 years. So he's just like some ripped ass gamer. He's hilarious. Like, you would actually like Doug. Yeah, Doug's fucking like, dude. Think all these gamers are playing, right? And they're all wearing like these loose ass like big gaming jerseys. He rips off the sleeves on his, just fucking tight as a shirt could be, just ripped, and he just kills someone, stands up, and just fucking yells at them and shit. It's fucking awesome.
What kind of name is that, though? Doug.
Doug Sensor Martin, bro.
My name's Doug.
He makes a fuck ton of money, bro.
Short for Douglas?
Probably, yeah.
Where does Douglas come from? That's a shit name, innit? Do you
Aaron?
know what I mean?
Travis. I'm not saying my name's any better.
No, yours is the whitest name in the fucking world.
See, everyone that meets me, legitimately lately, it's like, Travis is a black name. Like, what?
What? No. Travis
I'm like,
is
you heard of Travis
whitest...
Scott? Is that why, I guess? And they never met a Travis before? But I've gotten Travis as a black name way more than I should have.
What the fuck? Are you for real?
Dude, look at me. I agree. White name. But
Travis.
I've had a lot of white people come up to me and say it's a black name.
Dude with the name Travis.
Hey, you know.
Wow, it's the new.
I
It's a
assume
new world,
it's
man.
Travis
It's
Scott.
a new world.
I assume it's Travis Scott.
Who's Travis Scott?
Very, very dating Rihanna. Big black. Right. He played at the halftime show. You don't watch football. He's a big black dude's rapper dating Rihanna. Dated Rihanna. I don't know. I don't follow that shit.
Were they talking about him on The Fighter and the Kid? He was wearing like
Probably.
some really weird shit belt, and he was apparently really bad live.
The halftime show just got a lot of shit. Like the Super Bowl, you know, like American football.
Yeah.
It wasn't that. I watched it just to see what everyone was talking about. It was just like any halftime show. It wasn't great. But they got bashed really bad because the dude from Maroon 5, what's his face?
Yeah, I saw a thing like he just came on, just took his shirt off straight away, and was like, "Yo, rip tats, check me out."
Which, like, you know,
but he's good. He can sing.
Yeah, like but like his voice apparently was really
not good that day.
Yeah, you know, because it's the biggest performance in like North America.
Yeah, I think for that kind of performance, if you're going to be booked in advance, right? For that.
Dude, they were like he must have been on.
That's not a last minute thing.
No, it's like 4 months at a time.
You would think
like
you would
the
do
people doing it next
in
year
your
is being
power
prepared
to make sure that that's the best performance you do.
But you know, but sometimes the chips don't fall the way you want them to. Like he didn't just walk on stage. I'm gonna wing it. Like they practiced for months for that, and then it just unfortunately didn't. It was like probably like a 6 out of 10 instead of a 10. Still not bad, but you know.
I think the last time I watched a halftime show was Prince.
Oh, that's okay.
Fucking awesome. That guy.
Last year's one was dope with JT, bro.
Never, ever underperformed.
You would like last year's
live as a live musician and a songwriter,
yeah,
and,
I don't know much
an
about
artist
him.
In general. Like I love Prince. May he rest in peace.
Yeah, like I hear great things, you know, but I can't
after
name 3
he
albums.
died, loads of stuff came out afterwards about him. He'd been doing lots of what do you call it? Unanimous. When you stay unanimous, is that the word?
Like more context. That's a word.
That's just making sure that's the right word.
Oh yeah, but what do you mean staying unanimous?
I'm a teacher. Yeah, so he did loads of
I get that with
unanimous
Arena all the time. She'll say a word and be like, "That's a word," but like, what do you mean? Like that is a word.
I just paused to make sure no one calls me out for like, "Hey, that's not a word, bro." It is
unanimous. So but I know the definition. But how are you trying to use it?
Well, yeah, he did loads and loads of charity work. Loads. He put loads of people, loads of like. You know,
there's probably a lot of that.
Loads
but
of
you
people
don't know about
through
it because
college and loads of these huge projects, building like whole towns and stuff like that. I can't remember too much of the details, but loads of these articles kept popping up.
Wait, how do you know it was him if it's supposed to be unanimous?
Because afterwards it was his sister. I think maybe his sister or someone very close to him was like, you know, announced all this kind of stuff just to...
A guy just died, actually. You probably don't know him. I don't know much about him. His name's Nipsey Hussle. He's a big rapper. And I guess he was famous for, like, he grew up in, like, a place called Crenshaw, which is a really, really bad area in America. I forget where
he got shot.
I'm not sure how he passed away, but he was very, very rich, very wealthy. But instead of, like, buying all, like, the mansions in Beverly Hills, instead of going that route, he just spent all his money to try to like make where he came from like a better place, like invested into the schools, into like make the roads better. Like he actually tried, and I guess he just passed away. Could have got shot, could have had cancer. I don't know.
Did it make a difference?
I don't know.
It's a nice
but
thought.
Every celebrity
ever
shouted him out. I was on like you follow a lot of the shit on our Tmatj. I was on that Instagram. Every post was about him.
Really?
Yeah.
Never heard of him, bro. I'm so out of the loop when it comes
I don't know his music.
New
I've
artists,
heard of him.
anyone since I don't know, bro. Like, I can't even think of...
For what? What do you mean?
Music. Just like new artists.
What you
Like,
mean?
I'm just not that up to date with it. So I'm just sliding my feet
Watch
around.
your knee kicks it 3 times after I say it.
So I've got these really, really comfy flip-flops on. They're
I can hear
suede.
them in the headset.
They're suede. Real suede.
Are they? Are they real?
Yeah.
Where'd you get them? At Puma?
At Puma. I brought them at Puma, not Puma.
Well, they say Puma. It's just like Nike. The company calls it Nike.
It's Nike and it's Puma.
But just
and it's
because...
Adidas.
Yeah, but that's actually how Germans say it. Adidas. Adidas, actually. Because his name is Adolf Didas. Marina told me. He's a German. You know?
Good story, bro.
And actually, you know what's the crazy thing?
Stop knocking shit over.
So the owner of Puma actually was his brother. The guy who owns it, started Adidas. Guy who owned Puma.
They're all in the little circle of sports brands.
Isn't that
they're
crazy?
They're all related.
Yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me if they're all related.
Well, it makes sense, right? Like if my dad's a shoemaker and you're my brother, and then we both come up maybe making shoes. Like if my dad's a blacksmith, say we're brothers, our dads are a blacksmith, it's very common that we both end up being blacksmiths, right? And then they just end up being super successful, like both of them. So instead of like, you think you'd work together, but they're like, nah, fuck you. My shoes. And hey, I think Adidas is probably better. I don't know. Like, I don't want
as
to
far
knock
as
your
like
shoes.
successful,
I'm basically sponsored by Nike right now.
I remember
have everything Nike.
one of my favorite pairs of shoes when I was a kid were Puma Sprints.
Yeah, man.
Super
High school,
comfy.
Pumas were the thing. I remember like, oh man, look
Do
at
you remember
the...
Kappa and Fila?
See, Fila, I never thought was cool, but I think it's cool now.
It was Fila, Kappa, and
What's Kappa?
Alessi. The Kappa's the one where it's like two chicks sitting back to back. Like a little. It looks
Oh,
like
I've seen that.
Do
Or
you know-
I've saw
Well, all
that.
these brands were like huge in the
I have
UK when I
seen.
was a kid, and they all went bankrupt and just like they just disappeared.
What's the other one?
And
you
then I
said?
came to China, and they're all like the expensive brands here. So all the Chinese people think these are the really good expensive brands from the West. I'm like, nah, all
Are you
these
sure they're
brands
still
like
bankrupt?
dived big time. They're just not around anymore. They just don't.
Well,
have
Fila is
shops.
big still.
Is it?
Yeah.
In the UK, they're just nowhere anymore. Completely shut down.
I know Fila
Kappa
is
shut
definitely
down.
bigger now.
Alessi shut down.
What's Alessi?
That was just another brand.
Do you know the logo? Maybe
It was
we saw
like
it.
kind of like a leaf, like a red and orange leaf thing. I can't remember exactly.
Is there
Lots
any-
of brands have come and gone.
What's your favorite brand?
Nike.
You like Nike?
Yeah, over the last 2 years, I've
like Nike
moved to
too.
Nike. I never did before. I was like
You're not
Reebok
even
before,
representing,
Reebok
bro.
Classics and shit like that. But Nike because my feet are quite wide, and
I just like the logo.
Their shoes have a slightly wider. I just find my shoes fit in their my feet fit in their shoes a lot better, and yeah, I just think their stuff is nice, good quality.
Yeah, it's good quality. It fits well, and I'm not a brand guy really, but I just like the logo. It's simple, you know. I just like what it stands for. I don't know. I know their history. I know it's not like,
I'm not liking their new designers though, bro.
dude. It's different, you know. There's a guy at the gym
You,
actually.
like if you look at the screen, like you can't say that's a Nike shirt. Do you know? It just looks like a giant,
because
half
I'm kinda-
white, half black shirt.
Yeah, but if you stand like, if I'm walking around, it looks like a Nike shirt. It's just the angle. I'm
it's
saying.
a strange one to choose, man.
I like it. It's different, you know. It's cool. But yeah, at least I know what's on my fucking shirt. Aaron, what's on your shirt?
The fighting Phils.
So what's Phil's?
It's a man called Phil. It's the three brothers that all have the same name. No, from what I can gather from the shirt, New Era.
New Era. So I think it's
So
New
there
Era.
was baseball stuff in that store.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna go with Phil's. I know Philadelphia is a place, but it's also a famous brand of cream cheese. And it's also a movie about AIDS with Tom Hanks. So it could be any of those things.
You were totally on the right path, and then you just went. You went to cream cheese, AIDS, Tom Hanks, and I was like, that's not right.
So cream cheese. I think this is a cream cheese AIDS shirt, right?
No, but it is the Philadelphia
So really, what this
Phillies.
like fighting Phils means just fighting AIDS.
No, it's a baseball shirt.
I did think baseball
Makes sense though. There's more other baseball stuff.
because there were baseball bats in the store.
Oh really?
If there were no baseball bats in the store, I would have been like,
Was it
eh.
all
But then
baseball?
a lot of the hats are like Yankees stuff, you know.
Well, like New Era is like hats in general, but think in baseball the hats are actually a part of the uniform. So like in hockey, there's hockey teams with New Era, but you don't wear a hockey hat.
Every sport has New Era stuff, right?
If it's a real sport, like the UFC is, but they have that Reebok contract, right? So it's like all depends on the sport. Like New Era is, at least for baseball.
There's loads of dope Dragon Ball Z hats for New Era. They're really cool.
Well, New Era is just a brand.
They're a really good brand. I really like. This is one of the only shirts I can buy that fit, and it's nice and comfy, and I think it looks really good. I don't know what it means, but it looks good.
It's my favorite color.
Baby blue?
Like a teal. Baby blue teal. It's somewhere in the middle. You know what I mean?
No.
I like it. I like it a lot.
But yeah, I like this hat too. Usually I had a flat peak before, and this time I've gone with their New Era logo.
Is that the New Era logo?
New one.
It looks like the old one. Like a
Pretty
remake
sure
of the old one.
It's a different material.
Yeah,
like
dude, it's 1920s.
Like...
Dude, it's the old one just on the new hat. It's like it's a classic look, yeah.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, me too.
But it's one of them like breathable ones. Yeah.
Yeah, those hats don't look as good as me on me.
Like
I'm more like the baseball, like the actual flat beaks, turn.
Yeah.
Just because I'm a baseball
I thought
guy.
the flat peaks, like the snapbacks, I thought that looked better. Turns out it doesn't actually look that good. My girlfriend's just too polite to tell me it looks shit.
No, you don't look in that style nearly as good. That's more your style.
What,
just
trucker.
Yeah.
Meathead trucker.
But I don't even mean it disrespectfully.
I could have been a pitcher or a batter in baseball. Like one, like
you
back in the day with those.
Dude, sorry, your arms.
I could pitch a ball. What's wrong? Surely
you have short, muscular arms. Two things the pitchers cannot have. Look, find any picture
it's
that
like a fucking cannon.
It's not. But it's not the muscle. It's the like a towel. It's not about the amount of muscle.
It's all about the whip. Yeah, you'd be surprised though,
the...
because that's what they say a lot about, like the punching and Wing Chun and stuff like
technique.
that. I actually had
it's all
super fast, super relaxed arms. Everyone always thought when we would be doing like a bit of sparring and chisawing and stuff like that,
be more like that brute guy.
Yeah, and they were like, "Oh, wow, you're super light, super relaxed," and I was like, "Yeah, bro."
But yeah, in baseball though, you'll never
Lee.
find a picture or a pitcher with like in shape. Never.
No.
They're all tall.
That's another sport. I'm going to have to come and change the game.
All the tall.
I'm going to fuck up the UFC.
They're all swimmers,
bro.
I'm
going to come and join, and then I'm going to do a career in baseball, and I'm going to be a pitcher, the best pitcher that ever lived, and people will call me Aaron Babe Ruth Burke. And
Babe Ruth wasn't a pitcher. Well, he actually was first.
Don't they all kind of do everything a bit?
No. Back in the day, hey, Babe, go throw the ball around. Oh, fuck yeah. Babe hitting home runs with a cigar in his mouth after coming off a 3-day bender. Now it's like, it's like Tiger Woods shit where it's like everyone's meal is perfect. And, well, like there's the athletes,
Yeah, I guess.
Like
Have you ever watched a whole baseball game?
Of course. It is one of the most boring sports in the world to watch, unfortunately. I'm a big fan. I love it. And for me to watch a whole game on TV, can't really do it. Live, a lot more entertaining, for sure. It's a lot more fun. Because it's like the environment, You go to a UFC fight, it's like the crowd, and it's not just the fights, it's the walkouts.
How long does it last?
Could, like, an hour and a half to 2.5.
Well, that's not that bad. I was expecting
like
to
an
say
MLB
4
game,
or 5.
An MLB game, when there's like the warm-ups, and it's like a whole event, it'd be more like 4 hours probably.
Still, 4 hours.
From when it's like play ball to like game over, if you were, if that was all you were there for, wouldn't be that bad.
Well, that's not too bad. I was expecting a lot longer. I was expecting like you to say 4 or 5 hours.
Like if you were to say like join a league back in England or something, you would enjoy it. Because you could hit a ball a fucking mile.
I don't know.
You probably look like a little bitch when you swing. Because it's like golf and stuff. You kind of, it's technique. Like, you need to have the right technique.
Yeah, I went to some batting cages in Japan. I didn't do good.
No, probably not.
It was really hard.
Have you ever done it before?
No.
Oh. Dude, the hardest thing in sports, hardest thing from fighting to anything, is hitting a baseball.
Doesn't surprise me. If fucking things fly at you at like 100 mile an hour. And I was like, Jesus Christ, trying to hit this thing.
You have like a 0.0% chance or a 0.0
I had the ball coming up
time.
pretty much the same height-ish at the same speed, like 20 balls in a row. So after like 10 misses, you're like, oh, okay. And you hit one and then you try and remember and then you try and get that rhythm of Still
So
sucked.
So imagine a pitcher knowing that some tall ass Michael Phelps looking guy with like lanky as shit.
Yeah, and they're
he's
just going to throw
ball
curves,
at
straights.
100 mile an hour 3 times in a row, and then
Curves are on the back of your head.
And then the next one comes at like 70, so you're done swinging, and the ball just passes you. Then there's like a 12 to 6 curve, which basically goes from 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Just fucking, it's right here. You just go to start to swing, and then it just dies. So you're swinging up, and it's already down low. There's sliders that go left to right or right to left, depends on if you're right or left-handed. It's crazy, bro. It's one of the hardest things to do.
Yeah, I don't imagine that's an easy thing to do.
Like,
I would like to sit here and slag it off as like a boring as fuck sport.
It kind of is. It is, though.
It's just a skill sport, isn't it? It's one of those
100%.
positional skill sports.
Yeah.
But
it's an individual team sport.
It's like when you play something, it's always more fun as well, I guess. Like cricket in England. I fucking hate cricket. It's so boring. So boring. But once a year, like a mate of mine, Piney, would organise like a bit of a cricket match for the pub.
I would love to try
like
cricket.
A pub versus another cricket team or something like that. So a bunch of us that we just drunk.
But baseball is cricket.
But it was fun to play.
Now, like cricket's like from 90,000 years ago when people didn't know what rules were.
Yeah.
Like cricket just seems like 2 drunk guys sitting around trying to invent a game. Baseball is when they sober up and they're like, wait, these rules don't make sense, and they fix it all. Like the rules in cricket are stupid as fuck. Like stupid. Games can go for like 3 days long. It's like, what are you even thinking? Like, how's that a thing?
I don't
you
get
think
it.
baseball's
I'm
long?
not even going to sit here and try to talk. I don't know enough about. It's just.
They didn't even wear gloves in cricket. Let's just break our hands. Fuck it.
Well, that just means they're a little bit tougher than the Americans.
No, but when you get paid $400 million to play a game, you can't just break your hand. They're like, no. We're giving you all this money.
Catch the ball in a certain way.
Yeah, you catch the ball in a certain way in your glove, and it breaks your hand. You know, it's a skill. It's just like punching with gloves. You know, you can still break your hand, but it helps.
I don't think you hear about a lot. I don't think you hear. There's not a lot of broken hands in cricket, as far as I know.
Yeah, a lot of drop balls, though, I'll tell you that much. A lot of E's on the score sheet, which stands for error, which means misplay. They fucked up. You don't know
it's boring, though.
Yeah.
But in India, you can't talk bad things about cricket in India, bro.
No.
You get fucked up by a bunch of cricket players. Everyone plays cricket there. And they're huge on it. But I think they play a lot of 2020 cricket, which is like one-day cricket. So it's like a quick...
Oh, just a whole day.
No, not a whole day. Like a short game, like maybe kind of more like baseball, whereas they're all trying to smash the ball out. They're not doing like these technical little
but that's
taps
kind of
so they can get one run.
Too.
Like in baseball, like in 2020, they're all trying to hit the big ones. So it's a bit more exciting, I think. And I guess if you're
I like that,
in India watching that and they're all going crazy, I bet that's... an awesome experience.
Dude, for sure. Watching, like I think I said the other night at poker, watching the 2 best of the best in anything is great. I don't like tennis, but you put the number 1, number 2 men tennis player for the world championships. I want to see how good tennis players can get.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I like watching tennis. Tennis is
super
way more
boring,
exciting.
Though. Super boring. I don't want to watch rank 437 versus rank 433 go at it in some mid-level competition in fucking Birmingham. Like, I'm sorry. Better things to do.
No, like I'll watch the finals of Wimbledon.
Yeah. Do you know
something
like one seat at Wimbledon, like the worst seat in the house is like 10 grand?
Doesn't surprise me.
Isn't that crazy? It's not crazy.
Doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, we're just rambling today, eh? Did we even talk about
anything? I actually do want to talk about something in particular.
Dude, I didn't set up
specific,
a timer.
Sorry. So there's a buddy of mine, John Graham, here in China. So the thing is, there's lots of people here in China, and most people, I think, they're either like foreigners in China. Most of them are students. If they're not students, I would say they're probably just teaching and just maybe in holiday mode, you know, just enjoying life here and having a good fun time. But there's a lot of opportunity if you're willing to jump through a few hoops and you go about things the right way. There's a lot of opportunity in China. It's a really exciting place to be.
Yeah, but what's going on with them though?
It's hard to find those opportunities here because you've got to really dive deep into all kinds of different cultural stuff and things like that to figure out how things work. But anyway, there's a buddy of mine, John Graham here, and he has set up a really awesome white-collar fight night club in in Shenzhen, and he
Which
basically
is a city here in China.
Yeah, and he sets up all these boxing nights for like white collar boxing.
Is it MMA as well? I thought I saw some MMA.
Yeah, he does a little bit of MMA as well. So yeah, it's a really, really good organization that he set up. Loads of events all the time. So definitely go and check that out online. I'm going to bring up his Facebook right now.
Yeah, if we could give him a shout out, Actually, I think we should get better at that, Aaron, just for the future. This is kind of like to us, but like say if I bring up like that Doug Sensor guy, we should. I think at our new place we should have an easier way to just boom, and then be like, oh, we're talking about Doug. Then I can show you like, oh, that's who I met, and then you can be like, oh, John Graham, boom. Just get a little better at it.
Yeah, we'll do that. So yeah, this is John Graham.
Looks
John
like
Graham
Tfu.
Harper. Huh?
Looks like Tfu a little bit.
Looks like what?
Tfu.
Who's that?
This guy's a fucking living under a rock. Now he's just, you know how there's that ninja
He looks like
guy?
John Cena.
No, he looks like if John Cena and Tfu fucked, he came out.
There you go, John. You look like whoever that is.
Dude, you know that colored hair gamer? I need to stop kicking that over.
No,
That-
but stop getting off subject about fucking gamers.
he
you
looks
dork.
like him, bro.
Fucking dork.
Legitimately.
So yeah, John basically has been setting up some businesses here in China, doing really well for himself, making the most of opportunities here, which a lot of people do not do. His business is really awesome, does loads of really cool stuff, and recently, unfortunately, he has been scammed by some fucking scamming bastards here. And unfortunately, they do target people that are trying to do good things and trying to make their lives a little better. And
Just vulnerable
unfortunately,
people.
Yeah, because we don't know. The thing is with Chinese law, unless you really, really fucking understand Chinese, like to the highest level, and you really, really know all the in-depth ins and outs of all the laws and bylaws and everything here, it's very fucking easy to get screwed.
It's just like anywhere, though. I'm sure back home in our countries, there's probably some fine print that could fuck one of us over, too. So it's the same concept, but
maybe
in a new
here,
language.
but yeah, you
Probably even worse.
But here you can't defend yourself.
No.
So like, yeah, unfortunately he got screwed. So right now he is running a kind of GoFundMe type thing to help him get out of the shit. So I would strongly appreciate it. Strongly appreciate, that's a word, worst words to use. I'd appreciate it if you went and checked out John on Instagram and Facebook. We'll post all the links in the description and the comments as well. Go on there, check out his GoFundMe thing. Every little helps, and it's just going to help him, get through this sort of stage in his career. He's a really, really good guy, a genuine dude, really doing good things here. He's not a con artist, a scammer, nothing like that. Really good guy, awesome business. So check him out online, see for yourself, and support this guy in getting back up on his feet after being very unfairly scammed. So yeah.
Do you know any
John,
of the details at all? Do you know any of the details?
No, I know a few little details and things, but I won't get into it. It's just it's one of those things. Like, he's been scammed, he's been taken advantage of in a court system and a law system, which is very, very hard to understand unless you are like a law student of Chinese law. And even that being said, like, most Chinese people don't have a clue about their own laws. That most people get taken advantage of one way or another. So it's a shame when it happens. It really is. So I would just like to say, go and help him out. Go and check him out. Give him some likes and follows. Support his business. Check out his GoFundMe thing. We'll post all the links in the description.
Like and follow. You know what I mean?
Everything helps, but obviously, if you can, go and fund the guy as well, and let's help him carry on making things happen here in China. Because, like I said, there's lots of people here. Yeah, he's one of the good ones. There's lots of people here just kind of winging it, wasting time, not really making the most of opportunities or having much to offer. So, he's one of the good guys. Go and help him out. So, yeah,
sure.
So John, shout out, buddy. I hope everything turns out really well for you. Hope it's all good. We'll probably get him on the show, actually, as well, in a couple of weeks.
Ooh,
we're
going to get Jack Tfu on our show?
Yeah, whoever that
is.
Dude,
we could totally clickbait that. Because you want to talk about clickbait? Clickbait fucking Tfu. But seriously, we actually should. Because I want you to look up Tfu right now and tell me this guy does not look like Tfu, because he's the clickbaiting machine. Because he's like, he gets billions of fucking views just because he's a gamer, but he's like the best gamer.
Tfu.
TFUE. I know.
Let's get a proper look at John first, and then we'll just.
John,
you're about to get roasted. We were going to help you out, but now we're just going to roast you instead.
Can I roast him? I feel like he's going through some trials and tribulations. I don't know if I want to make fun of him that bad.
He's cool. I spoke to him the other day. He's in good spirits. He's a fighter. He'll be all right.
You can tell that's in China. That guy's a teacher right there. That's a teaching jacket if I ever saw one. That fucking Letterman.
Someone rocking some Peppa Pig or something there. I don't know what that is. But,
dude, it's the pig from Toy Story. That's actually a dope T-shirt. Like that guy's wearing. Ever watch Toy Story?
Yeah, of course I watched Toy Story. What do you fucking think I was
It's
born in a
it's
fucking
fucking
cave?
Porky. Isn't it Porky?
Huh?
Isn't the girl's name Porky?
It's like Mr. Porky or something like that, isn't it?
It's a girl. So
No, it's a boy, and he's
it a
got
girl?
a fucking macho voice.
Oh, it is a boy. Yeah.
Did you watch? Did you never watch Toy Story?
Yeah, a while ago, to be honest with you.
Okay,
But yeah, he looks like if Tfue got mad every time he died in a video game and just hit up the gym and said, "Fuck it, fuck
Go on
these
and
kids."
type in Tfue, whoever the fuck that is. But yeah, let's support some good people out there in the world. There's a lot of bad people out there in the world doing jack shit, fucking people over, scamming people on a daily. So this is one of the good guys. Help him out. Okay, Tfue. Let's go and see how much of...
Dude, I actually haven't watched any gaming stuff in a while. He's a little older now. Scroll down. Instagram's not the best because people are just uploading pictures of other shit. See?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Looks just like him.
It looks nothing like him.
Go back. Tell me that does not look like him. That's not the best picture of Tfue though. Dude, he looks like Tfue and the guy from Blue Mountain State, that big jacked actor. That's who he actually looks like.
I don't know who that is either. John looks like Tfue if Tfue fucking
hit the
gym.
Oh,
and
of course.
Maybe like started puberty.
Dude, that's what I said. If Tfue got mad at every time he died in a video game and just quit and hit the gym up, that's what he fucking looks like.
Okay. Well, that's enough of that.
It's just they have the exact same jaw, exact same hair, you know.
All right. Whatever you say, buddy. So yeah, John, shout out to you, mate. Hope all is well. Hope it all works out well for you. We'll post all the links and stuff in the descriptions. So please check them out and yeah, do that.
For sure.
What next? What's coming soon, bruh? What's coming soon? Do you know what's coming soon?
Yeah.
Fucking Game of Thrones is coming soon.
I feel like a hater because like you bring up Marvel and like Stranger Things, all these things that people have little boners for.
Really good shows. These really good shows that cool people watch.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just kind of neglect movies and TV these days.
You neglect everything.
I don't know. I'm just too busy with like music and everything else. Like the amount of hip hop I listen to, the amount of podcasts I listen to, I don't have time for TV shows. The only TV show I watch right now is The Office, and that's just because I watch it with Arena.
I don't really watch TV shows. Like I'll watch this when it comes out. Stranger Things are like all those things.
There's too much content.
When they come out, I'll just download it all, binge watch it,
same.
and that's it. I won't watch TV for another 4 months.
Dude, exact same. I won't watch Stranger Things until the season finale is over. As soon as I hear about, oh, that season finale was great, I'll watch the whole season within 2 days. Yeah. Just cause I'm not gonna get fucking what's that called? We're English teachers, man. We can't think on camera. Where it's like they build it up and they don't show you whatever. What's that shit called? Not foreshadowing. Anticlimactic? You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know. I don't like just watching an episode and then having to wait a week for something else.
Yeah, no, you know what I mean? Where it's like the guy goes to kill someone, black screen, come back next Wednesday. It's like, fuck. I'd rather just wait 30 seconds and then watch it.
Yeah, I want just enough time to get up, make a sandwich, go for a piss.
Listen to the intro theme song, and then come back. Yeah, do that. Do whatever the fuck.
Then hit skip.
Skip it. Skip the last 30 seconds
and then
of the intro.
If you time it just right, it's just as the fucking intro song is finishing and like the main logo comes up and the episode starts. Perfect.
Do you ever watch Dexter?
So stand up, make a sandwich, use the bathroom, sit back down, get comfortable, skip, starts the episode. If you can nail those timings down, that's when TV gets good.
You got too excited there.
Yeah. I love it because sometimes you skip and it's like a few seconds in, like someone's or like halfway in a conversation, and I'm like, did I just miss 5 minutes or 5 seconds?
Yeah,
and then you've got a slow-mo rewind.
Then you have to rewind it, then
to make sure, and then that takes longer than it would have just to watch the fucking intro video.
Because like the season finale ended up like they had a conversation at the beginning that like tied in, and you're like, they never said that, but then you just missed it. I know what you're saying. Yeah, that's annoying.
Super annoying.
Have you ever watched Dexter though?
Nope.
That's actually one of the. I know everyone's like, man, this is the best show ever. But that is one of the best shows ever. It's all,
A psycho killer cop or something. It just sounds a little bit like it's been done.
No, it's never been done like that. He's legit like a serial killer, but in the closet, and no one knows. And he's like a blood splatter analyst. So he's not a cop. He's just like one of the nerds that work at the police station. And he's just like, he's basically really fucked up in his brain. And you get to watch it from his perspective. But everyone else just thinks he's normal. Like his whole life, he's just acting like I'm a normal person. He's a guy of a boat looking over. He's just trying to mimic everything around him to be normal, but he's really like he just likes to kill people, and he has this little special way he does it. But he only kills bad people. So he like kind of hunts like child molesters and like finds people that are doing bad. Like say if someone gets out of jail for touching kids, he'll like stalk them for a couple weeks and see if they're still going to go back to like touching kids. And if they do, he basically, you're dead. But if they're good, then sometimes he'll let him go kind of thing. But sometimes he just says, fuck it, I need to kill, and he kills whoever.
But
it's
is it
crazy.
one of those shows where it's like it's too predictable?
That's the thing. It's not at all. Man, it's like 8 seasons long, and it's one of the only shows that it's really fucking... The worst part of it, the only bad part, the final episode, I think it's 7 or 8 seasons, the last episode is the worst episode. It sucks. I was so mad. Because, like, the first 7 seasons, amazing. The season finale of the 7th season, really? After all that, the writers killing it, the performance, the quality, everything's great. That's how you ended it?
Sometimes you just can't wrap up a good story, right?
They could not wrap it up.
Sometimes you just can't get it. You get the beginning, you get the middle, and the end is like, oh, fuck. Yeah. And you just run out of ideas. You're like, because if a season's been so good, if it's been so good, like all the way through, it's like, how do you make the ending? Like, the ending's got to be, if you nail it, it's going to be a bit better than everything.
But
to make you like, oh my God, that
instead
was the best
of getting like, say the show's a 9, maybe you can't make it the ending a 10, but you can make it a 3. Why would you make it a 1? You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Like, it was just
I think that's probably one of the hardest things to do with TV shows.
I think they tried to make it so obscure. Like, we're going to just, like, throw this monkey wrench in it, and it's going to be mind-blowing. But it had the opposite reaction. Like,
how many big shows, though, have done that? Lost?
I got sick of Lost.
Yeah, I got a couple of seasons in, and I was like, this is dragging on too much.
But from what I
heard, it was like an anticlimactic fucking ending. Sopranos, one of the best TV shows going. The end episode, it's like kind of the way it ends. It's still a good episode, but the way it ends is like, oh, come on, really? And I tell you, there's a couple that nailed it. Sons of Anarchy, that was a really good ending.
I'm not into the biker shit.
I know, you said that before, it's because you're fucking queer.
No,
but, they nailed the ending.
Thing.
I don't want to hear what you like and don't like. I'm telling you about TV show endings, all right? Yeah. Just shut up and listen.
I guess. It's just so stereotypical. Like, it's kind of stereotypical, like a bad biker guys, guaranteed to get into the drug trade at some point and shit goes wrong. Like, just guessing.
It's really good.
Rival bike gangs, I'm guessing.
I think what really helped is the cast. Like, the characters are just so good. Like, really good. They make it. The characters make it.
They would have to.
Like, it's really... I like
guessing they all hung out at a bar.
It was really good. It was
the
very,
biker
very good.
Bar.
Well, it's a fucking biker show. What do you expect?
But that's what I mean. It's almost, I feel like it's probably very stereotypical. Like what you thought about Dexter, why that probably wouldn't be good because it's probably done before. That's why it's good because it's different than everything else. But the Sons of Anarchy seemed like stereotypical. So that's why I didn't watch it.
It's very, very good. Watch it. Breaking Bad, what do you think of the ending of Breaking Bad?
I don't think I watched the last season because it was out for like 6 seasons or whatever, and then the new season was starting, so I binged it and watched all the way up. Then I was gonna wait for the last season to end. Then I just never got around to watching.
So you've never finished Breaking Bad?
I don't think so. I could be wrong, but I don't remember the ending. So what? Does that make me a bad person?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
What's the last thing I remember?
Well, it doesn't matter if you haven't finished it.
But I could have. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't want you to spoil it for me. Actually, how's it end? Fuck it.
They're fucking both shot on the floor
Oh, really?
in a massive, crazy shootout thing.
Okay, I didn't even watch that. That's crazy.
Spoiler alert.
No, it's fine. Because, dude, if I didn't watch it by now... Anyway.
It's weird. I don't know whether it's a good
Wait,
ending
what do you
or a
mean
bad
they
ending.
both? Like him
It
and
leaves it
Jesse?
a little bit open-ended, kind of.
It's crazy. I should watch that. That sounds dope.
But
That sounds actually really dope.
who knows? It's one of them. It's not the worst ending. It was all right, but it wasn't.
I like the endings where people die.
It wasn't the best.
Like,
But you don't know if he dies.
Oh, well, that's good then. That's kind of a good ending.
Sometimes. But yeah.
It's better than...
But that was still a great show. It was good
Happy,
fun. I really liked... I started watching Better Call Saul. You know about the...
That's the spin-off. I never watched it. It looks funny, though.
It's good if you like his character because it's not in any way action-packed. It's... So far from what I've watched, it's very much about him getting started in the law business. But...
So just
to
him
me,
being a bad
it'd be
lawyer?
like that would be really boring because he actually starts out as a really good guy, really trying hard.
But then
and
he
all this stuff.
obviously mixes wrong people and stuff.
Not so much. He just takes a few shortcuts here and there, but it makes his character not boring in like just enough that it's a good show. I like it. I do want to watch more of it, but it's not
same.
like if you're expecting something to like blow your mind and action packed and stuff like that. Don't expect.
Well, Breaking Bad wasn't like that. It just had its moments where it was really like kind of not dull. Dull's a bad word because dull makes it sound like it was boring.
But it had a real bad side to the story. Do you know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Like he was a fucking meth cook. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
like whereas
I thought you
Better
meant
Call
bad
Saul
as
is
in
not like
good.
no. As in like so Better Call Saul isn't like half the time he's the regular lawyer and half the time he's a super crook lawyer.
So you like that?
It's all about him trying to be a legit lawyer,
But just going.
but like there's things happen. He's like,
See, you might like Dexter.
It's
bro.
a real uphill battle for him. So watching him struggle and he's got I don't know. It's hard to describe. I kind of liked it,
dude. Maybe that's kind of like a thing about TV shows where it's like that's why Breaking Bad was kind of probably really good because like yeah, he's just your ex chemistry teacher. Is what it was?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Got cancer, and then he kind of had he had two lives. Dexter's the same way, where he's just your nerdy blood spatter analyst, but he has these two lives. So everyone thinks he just sits at home playing video games. He never comes out, but he's out stalking people, and like it's like two different sides of the coin. So maybe that's a thing that people like to watch, where it's like they like seeing the
alter
contrast.
egos, don't they? They like all that shit. It's like the whole superhero thing.
Yeah. Do you think there's something to that with like our psyche, just as people in general, where we kind of like maybe you? I don't mean.
Well, it's because everyone has a different. Right. Even in real life, you have kind of two lives that you live, if not more, or everyone imagines they could be someone else.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I feel like maybe people want to have something else. Like they don't want to just be boring John.
Yeah, of course.
They want to be John, but also
because for most people,
Batman.
life is boring as fuck, and I think subconsciously they know they're boring as fuck. So they watch superhero movies and they watch all these kinds of TV
That makes
shows.
me feel better because
and then their imaginations run a little bit wild, and that's enough to entertain their brains that their life isn't as boring as it really is.
Yeah. I think there is something to that, and I think that's what it comes to. Like when you ask,
sometimes the story's just well written and it's fun to watch.
Yeah, exactly. Like people say, I like to read books, not watch TV. People say I like to do this and not like I get it, but I think video games. That's why I love video games because. Yeah, you can watch a movie, but I like to play the movie. Like I like to go play The Witcher. Go play GTA.
That's actually the first one I was thinking of.
The Witcher,
like for epic stories to get like playing in another world.
Dude, you can make your own decisions. Like, what do you want to do?
The Witcher 3 was
one of the best games of all time.
So good. Dude, I
did you
played
play
that
the DLC?
recently within the last few years, and these days I don't really like playing long games like that. I didn't finish it, but
you need to finish it.
I didn't finish it, but from what I did play of it, which is quite a lot, I was like, wow, this is really fucking good.
It gets better and better and better and better. And the thing is, my friend that I have his opinion on video games, like I respect because he gets it. Like we have the same likes and dislikes, and so when he says something's good, I'm gonna go watch that TV show or I'm gonna go play that game because I respect his opinion more than just random people. And he says the DLC for The Witcher is 10 times the game.
What's the DLC?
Just the downloadable content. Like the extra stuff they made like a year after the game came out. I guess it's super long, super good. And that story that they create is 100 times better than the story in the game. And I was like, what? The story in the game is already fucking amazing. Because it's based off a book from Poland. But the DLC is like the writers that took the book and turned it into a game and kind of changed it a little bit. They just kind of took the whole world, the characters, and made their own kind of story. And I guess it's phenomenal. And I downloaded it, haven't played it because I don't have time. Because that's a life suck. Like, I won't go to the gym. I'll just be like, I want to play this for 3 more hours.
Yeah, that's the problem with good games. If they are really good like that, it's going to take
Fuck
over.
that.
And I'm going to struggle to do anything.
Exactly, man. Like, I don't, like you
Maybe
said,
I'll
you
just
don't
take a
have
week
time.
off of work and just get a gaming fix for a week.
I
And
used to
then
do that in
I'll
high
be good
school.
for a year.
I was just like, dude, people knew when the new Call of Duty came out, there was like probably 20 of us that were coming to school for that Thursday, Friday. Like, we're
Call of Duty, yeah.
sorry,
I was
bro.
in a full-time job at that point, I think.
Dude, I only worked I've been working since I was
old as
13,
shit.
bro.
I'll tell you what though, fucking one, I did actually almost get sacked once, and that was when Skyrim came out.
What do you mean sacked?
Like, fired.
Oh,
I got a warning, like, you got to come back to work. Like, I had one too many sick days playing Skyrim.
yeah, I get it.
And it was like, yo, get to fucking work.
Ever
You
play
need to earn some money.
Oblivion?
No,
And
just only Skyrim.
Only Skyrim?
Yeah.
Oblivion was like amazing for its time. Skyrim was like, okay.
Upgrade. This is how
Oh,
it's
my
done.
graphic story, just how the game works. Because it's just time. If you played, like, if you invented if you play NHL from 1999 and NHL from 2019, same game, completely different. You know, just graphics and how it plays. Oblivion was amazing. Think Skyrim, just not as good. With, I think, a better story. Much better story. No dragons, but much better story. There's these gates of hell that came up. Like how it started was cool too. Elder Scrolls games always start the same way, where you're someone about to die. You know what I mean? Like, same kind of, every game, you're always, you know, about to rot in the jail cell, about to get your head cut off, and then that's how the story starts, which is super cool.
Well, that's cool though.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. What time are we at right now?
Probably too fucking long as usual. I just saw myself in the computer and I'm really red. I'm burning up in here, man. I need some more AC on
Really?
the go.
Yeah, dude. I feel like you're stressed. Aaron seems stressed.
I am
Even at
quite
the beginning
stressed.
of this
I am
podcast.
stressed recently. Do you know what recently?
He's very irritated
How
with
about this
everything.
haircut? This haircut's not stress, bro.
Yeah, it looks all right. Actually,
Fresh.
hey, it looks better on camera. I'm not saying it doesn't look bad in real life, but it looks pretty slick on camera.
That's not very nice. But yeah,
What? No,
you
I
know
meant,
what? Recently, I consider myself very good at managing time, and usually I know how much I can take on without it being stressful. So just enough to keep me. I like being busy, so just enough to keep me busy. Sorry, burp in the fucking mic. Just enough to keep me busy, but not too much that is a bit overwhelming, and I haven't got time to.
You're just like
I
my friend Dakota,
I
bro.
still have enough time to be able to shut down, not think about work and stuff, and just chill.
But what? You're not doing that lately?
Recently, no, too much. Recently, too much. I've crossed my own line, and I know I have. So now I need to work extra hard to get back in front to allow myself time to chill. Do you know what I mean?
de-escalate.
Because I fell behind a little bit, and it's not falling behind that I haven't been working as hard. It's that I've taken on extra shit.
Yeah.
So it's just managing my time a bit recently.
Yeah.
So this week has been stressful.
With these 2 days off, did you just chill?
No.
So you said I just need these 2 days to do nothing.
Yeah, no, I worked all day yesterday, all day today.
What'd you do yesterday? Just like.
It's just fucking business.
See, well, dude, that's your own fault.
I'm just
You're
chatting,
taking it on
I'm
me,
advertising, I'm doing this and doing that, but it's got to be done.
I know.
It's got to be done. I can't just not do that for a day. I can't just turn shit off. But what I can do is manage my time enough that it allows me parts of the day to just chill, and I still won't fall behind.
Yeah. I think I would definitely struggle with doing that kind of thing for sure. Because, for me, money's great. Like, I love money. But at the same time, I don't think I'll ever be a billionaire or even, a millionaire. Obviously, everyone has dreams and hopes. But, I like to enjoy life. Do you know what I mean? I really do. I don't think I could ever just dedicate 7 months to something and not talk to my friends, not do anything, not touch a UFC fight, just dedicate. Like, I need a little bit of a release. I think I'll just off myself. I think I'd go crazy. I do need a little de-escalation, whether that's watching a new hour that Donald Glover just released on Netflix. Like, I need to go watch that. You know, I can't just put that off forever. I think I'd go crazy. But you're just like my friend Dakota, actually. To be honest, like, I'm talking looks wise, like he was
Dakota.
Jacked.
Hey, Dakota.
We used to be jacked.
How's it going, man? Yeah,
Same
I'm awesome.
work ethic.
Hey, Austin. How's it going, man? Yeah, I'm awesome. How's Tex? Hey, Tex. How's it going, bro? Yeah, it's Austin, Dakota. It's good to see you, bro. How about you, Austin?
So are those some white names? Austin, Dakota,
They're just all
and Tex?
names after places. People that get named after places.
I never thought of that. Dakota is a place. Yeah. Weird. I never really thought of his name being after. That opens up a bunch of avenues and new jokes I could have made towards him. I never really thought of that.
Only in America, though. You can only do that if you're American. Name your child after a place.
Africa. I know people name Africa.
Really?
Yeah.
There's people named Africa? That's weird.
Yeah.
That's weird. Because Africa doesn't sound like a name. Like, I get it. Dakota kind of sounds like a name. Like a Native American. Like a Native American name.
Well, fucking Dean calls me Canada. Just because, like, I'm from, it's just...
Hey, Canada.
Yeah. He's like, shut the fuck up, Canada. It's like, because I'm Canada. Because there's no one else,
Yeah.
But I know what you're saying. It's hard to do that. Yeah, that's weird.
Anyway, maybe that's one for another time. Maybe we'll give ourselves.
Do you think we should just wrap it up and just guess that we went over? Because I think we did. What time is it? Check your phone. Because I don't know where my phone is.
I think we're on about 1 hour 20-ish. Yeah.
Oh, dude, we're definitely over. That's all I'm going to say. I looked at it's almost 5. That can't be good. There's no way we start at like...
I need to work out and I need to get back here by 6:30 to do more shit.
Probably almost, let's go work it.
Okay, guys, we got to go back to our normal lives now.
My bad.
So if you have sat here and watched this whole thing, then fair play, because you've got more patience than I have.
Yeah, thanks, Serena.
The one and only trusty follower.
For sure.
But yeah, glad you tuned in, guys. Thank you very, very much for watching. Your support is always appreciated. Remember, like, subscribe, comment, all of that good stuff. Drop us comments. Drop us what you want to hear about, what you want to see.
Yeah, give us some topics would be cool.
Go and check out John's page and help support him get out of the shit here. He's a good guy and he got fucked over by some bad guys, so let's help him out.
Us good guys.
Anything else you want to wrap it up with?
No. But yeah, just support your buddy. You know what I mean? Like, I definitely need to check him out as well. Just because he's right up my alley, kind of doing the whole like white collar. Is it white collar boxing or is white collar fighting?
White collar
fighting, I think.
Fight night. Yeah, white collar fight night.
Oh, yeah, white collar fight night. Yeah, just because like that's right up my alley. And like I said, like you said, like we kind of get China and how things work here, and just unfortunate because that could have been you.
Could have been.
You know,
I have to tread very carefully sometimes.
Yeah, like me, not as much, but I've heard stories of people just walking down the road and just wrong time, wrong place. Just is how it is. You know what I mean? Just being a foreigner, you stand out, you get blamed for something, and you're like, well, I don't even know what they're saying, kind of thing, right? Like that other night, remember us? We should have talked about that. Remember almost getting in that little fight the other night?
Fucking that guy.
Yeah, let's tell that story, and then
we'll wrap it up with
that.
this.
Yeah,
go on.
Because it'd be a nice little clip. So like. What are we doing? Oh, dude, even how that night starts is kind of fucked up. The reason I'm even with you is fucked up, to be honest. But I end up like losing my key or leaving it here. I'm smelly as shit because I'm coming from the gym. And this guy's like, I'm going to go clubbing. I haven't been clubbing in a while. We just finished poker. I made like
I'm going through a midlife crisis.
By the way. I was a big winner of poker. Aaron did well too, actually. You won, I think, still 2. Right? No, 4.
I never lose. Whatever it is.
I think you won 2.
Never in the negative, so whatever it is, it doesn't matter.
You spent 2 and won 2. So
I don't count money, bro.
Too much of it. Or you can't count. Either one. But little of both.
Yeah, maybe.
Only so many fingers. No, but so we were walking to this club called Love Song. And there's this, like, how much does this kid weigh?
50 pounds.
No, like 50.
60, maybe.
Legitimately.
He was about 16 years
kilos.
Old and about half the size of you.
Yeah, so he was like 110 pounds, like 50 kilos, maybe a little less.
He's a tiny, tiny little person.
Soaking wet, you know what I mean? And he's kind of doing that like, someone like has like that fake
I thought he was
syndrome.
walking away from a fight.
Same.
Because he had his shirt off and he was
He
angry
kind
as
of looked
fuck.
disgruntled, like maybe, yeah, but he kind of was doing that buff thing. And then he walked in between you guys.
Yeah.
But I was kind of like following you guys. I was just walking behind you. And he was trying to shoulder check me. And I saw it and I'm like, not today. You're small. I'm going to, start flexing the pecs a little bit. I'm ready for it. But then he went so obvious, like into like the middle of my chest where I was like, what I moved. And he like tried and missed. And then you guys must have heard me say something.
Yeah, well, you heard him bump into you.
Oh, yeah.
And then we turned around.
Because I was like, what the fuck?
And he was like,
yeah, speaking Chinese, like...
It's like, yo, kid, like, go back to bed.
Yeah,
like, your mum's going to tell you off for being out.
You're just like, what the fuck? Like, what's
come
going
back
on
when
here?
you start puberty.
But then Seb kind of runs up, like, helping me out.
Seb straight away is like, oh, what's going on?
Yeah, like, he kind of separates me and the guy. He doesn't want me to fight the guy or anything.
And this guy's like, no, I'm fighting. And then Seb goes into, like, old school boxer mode. I don't know if you noticed.
No, it wasn't that. It was like Seb was de-escalating it, and then because my hands were down, I wasn't even thinking. And then he's just like, he starts hitting himself in the face. Remember that? He just Nate Diaz like, let's go. And then he kind of like threatens Seb. Just like kind of puts the hand up, and then Seb gets into the right, like he's fucking going. No, he didn't do that. He got the hands up.
I remember now.
No, man.
He was like an
fist to ears, bro.
It was like an old boxing fight on the docks or something.
Dude,
it was
but
funny.
yeah, then the kid was like, gonna fight Seb, and I was like, this is gonna be good.
Yeah.
But then his friends come up. Well, his friends just came up and grabbed him.
His friends came walking over, and I was like, all right.
Yeah,
friends.
we thought it's on.
Yeah.
5 versus 3, let's go.
Yeah,
we thought it was happening.
So they walked over, and I was like, all right, chest out, look big.
I felt
just look,
I
you know,
felt
like
happy,
when you get
though.
attacked by a bear, and they're just like, just make yourself big, and I'm just like,
that
like that,
really good.
And they just came over like, no, and they pointed at him and just went,
Dude,
and I was like,
and then he picked up the
Tazwelama, and he was like, yeah, he was drunk, and then that little motherfucker tried to pick up an electric bike,
a random one on the side of the road.
that probably weighed 4 times the size of him.
He's trying his best. He gets off the ground,
and then his friend,
and then he dropped it too.
And then his friend like gave him like a, you know, like when you fucking grab like someone by the back of the neck just to get control of them.
When you grab your younger brother or something.
You little shit. Get out of this. You know, when you're trying to get someone out of a fight. Yeah. And you're like, get over here, you little fuck. Well, they did that.
Yeah.
And he was drunk as fuck and just went down.
Yeah.
Boom!
Face plant on cement.
Oh,
like,
you
like
heard
honestly, like if you clap your hands and you get that good clap.
If you clapped your hands, but your hands were made of bricks.
Yeah. Oh, if you take 2 bricks or 2 pieces of wood and just hit them together, it sounds like a gunshot. You know, it's like it was that really loud clap.
Really like fucking.
And that was just nose and teeth.
Face plant, like straight down, flat like, straight down.
No hands out, just face first.
Oh god damn it! He went down. You know, like when a whale jumps out of the water and just lands.
And
dead flat.
Yeah.
Like, it looked like that.
I felt bad for him because he hit the ground so hard. And his friend kind of was like...
at that point, we were 20 feet away.
Yeah, we heard it.
And you heard it like it was right there.
His friend felt bad, too, because he wasn't... He just meant to throw him away. Like, get going. But then the kid was so drunk, he just kind of like fell face first, right? Poor kid, actually. I hope he's okay.
Oh, he's definitely in hospital.
Like, no teeth, probably.
His face is fucked right now.
But yeah, it was crazy.
He could be dead.
Fuck, don't even say that. But when all this was going on, even like when the kid tried to shoulder pump me,
he dies.
I was actually so excited because like I was thinking if this happened when I was alone and these 5 Chinese guys come over, I would have been a little scared. But since I was with this guy and then Seb's he's not a big guy, but he's in really good shape and can fight. I'm like, I felt real confident.
I wanted to see Seb do some capoeira stuff.
Dude, I want to see him just funny. Fucking like one good
I feel
kick.
like I could like fusion with Seb or maybe just like in one of those fight movies, just like grab Seb by the hands and swing him around while he's like spinning his legs and just taking like a crowd of people out.
Dude, just get 2 unders under the armpit and then he just kicks his feet, you know what I mean?
He's got gangly legs.
Yeah, but it was crazy. But when I saw the friends come over, my thought was like,
I was
1 or 2 things are happening right now. They're gonna help him or feel really bad because we're foreign and they probably didn't want to fight with us. Thank God they actually were like, sorry.
They were young boys as well.
Yeah, they were young. They're probably anywhere between 16 to 20, like tops. You know,
how long do you think that fight would have lasted if it started?
When Seb was fighting him?
No, when they walked over.
If they came over...
If they came over like
aggressive,
to fight, yeah.
I assume we would just have to surprise them. Like if they come over trying to get in our face, we just have to start swinging because we're outnumbered.
Just get it done.
It wouldn't be that long because we're gonna lose quickly or win quickly. It's
Well,
not gonna be like
I was ahead, so the first guy would have come up to me first, and I would have just given him the biggest fucking "This is Sparta."
Well, dude, you and I would have to. It's like a video game. We have to take the wave. Seb's gonna have to finish the guy behind us quickly. Seb, we'll hold off
would
these
not
four.
have taken long. That
I know.
guy was drunk.
You just
as
knock
fuck.
him out, immobilize him, so we don't get suckered, and then come whatever situation we're in. You know, whatever you and I can do together. You know, Seb's gonna have to come join. Because think it would have been a 5-on-3, make it a 4-on-3.
It wouldn't have lasted long,
No,
buddy.
I really don't think so either.
Would have been funny though, but
Would have been a better story probably.
probably. But you know, I never like to fight in the streets.
No, me neither. Especially in China, that's a bad idea.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, dude, let's wrap this up.
Yeah, thanks for watching,
go get
guys.
a workout
That's
on.
an extra little bit of ranting at the end for you to listen to. If you
A little clip.
little clippity clip,
Little clippity
clip. But yeah, click like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. We will be on Podbean real soon, so you'll be able to listen if you don't like to
we
watch.
need that.
All of that stuff will be done very shortly. But yeah, almost in a new studio too.
Yeah, we're gonna start
Couple
pushing.
episodes time maybe.
Yeah, probably one more, maybe. Probably next Tuesday. Probably on it if I had to really be accurate.
Well, we got to order Lazy Boys and shit first. So.
But that's what I mean. We do that like this week. Have it all set up for Tuesday. Do one more on Friday or something. Either way, we'll let you guys know. We're also gonna start pushing Facebook, and like you said, we're gonna get the Podbean set up and start pushing more things. So any more support, continued support, all that stuff, it does mean the world to us. So thank you very, very much. Aaron, you good to wrap this shit up right quick?
I actually got it ready this time.
Oh, Aaron got it ready.
Watch this.
That should be it. Oh. I guess we'll just see you guys later.
Peace out. Episode 6 in the bank.
Another one. Another $1.
$1? You getting paid?
Yeah.
I'm not getting fucking paid.
Oh, I just take money out of your wallet every time I come here.
Motherfucker. Oh well. Irina gives it back to me. Wait.
Ooh, you ended on that pussy.